What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 show. Listen, I want to get on here real quick and finally do my review for episode 2, I believe, of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Um, oh wow, well, I kind of enjoyed this one. It was pretty good. We met Cynthia, and it was pretty good, from Nene to Kim to uh lackluster Candy. Let's go on. Goes to see Miss Messy Phaedra, and she's at her office, and a guy named Dave comes to see her about his marijuana charges, this, that, and the other, and then Nene ends up doing a commentary, whatever, and she's talking about how Phaedra thinks she's this big time hotshot lawyer, and you know, um, whatever. But I agree with Candy. I don't know Phaedra. I don't even know none of these housewives. But from what I see, Phaedra, she's just because she's in Atlanta, and just because she's a woman, and just because she's a lawyer, she feels that she's feisty and she's big time. And I think Phaedra about to be one messy character throughout this whole reality show. Some people like her, but I'm the type of person where I kind of feel people, and whatever. Anyway, then after that, Neo and Candy is in the studio, and they're talking, and Neo is helping her with writing her new songs and this, that, and the other. Then they begin to talking about how much Candy is a writer, and how much she wrote for Kim, and Kim made over $80,000 to $100,000 off for the party, and Candy let that go to Kim without getting a dime. In my opinion, Candy, that was just a dumb move. I mean, that was a dumb move. That was dumb. That was pure dumb. I mean, why would you? And then her lawyer say, no, they don't have to do that. No, you should have got your money, because I mean, Kim, I don't want to use a strict word, but Kim, dog, you ain't Nene out. So, I mean, what? Nene, now you and Nene walking around broken, penniless, like the girl say on one of Tyler Perry plays. I mean, well, y'all penniless when it comes to tardy for the party. If y'all not penniless, period. But hey, I mean, but and then again, another thing what caught me. Candy tells Neo that her last album failed when she was writing hits for people, and they making hits. Come on, Candy. I thought you had more common sense than that. I mean, the songs you write, and you can use them for yourself. Pretend like you writing for them, and write, and you can make your own hits. I mean, like Neo said, he respects Candy as a writer, but Candy should not underestimate her own self as a writer. I mean, come on now, Candy. I mean, use your brain. Use your brain. They making money and your album failing. And again, I had got in my notes where I feel that Candy deserve what she get when it comes to her stuff failing and people else stuff succeeding, because she knew what Kim did to Nene with that Tardy for the Party song was dirty. Then Mr. Flamboyant Lawrence goes to see Sheree. Y'all, throughout this whole season, I got nicknames for people. Phaedra is gonna be Miss Messy. Lawrence is gonna be Mr. Flamboyant, and we'll pick the other nicknames as they go. But anyway, yeah, they go. Lawrence and Sheree begins to talk and to discuss things about her, when the last date she was on, this new blind date or whatever. And before before she goes on the date, Sheree says she's looking forward to it. Cynthia, they're having a day at the Dogwood Festival, and that's just each year they do in honor of the dogwood trees that's planted, I guess, in that park or Atlanta or whatever. But anyway, they begin to talk, and Nene feels that she's not happy with her family. Bryce getting in trouble, her putting Bryce out, her marriage with Greg. Sheree gets the car sent for her date. They riding, and then they arrive at the place where she and her date are having their date at. The marquee is all towed up. The concrete is all oiled up. It just looks like a rundown place. But in the inside, it looks like, a cool jazz place where they're going to dance and eat or whatever. And he ends up bringing her some flowers, and seems like Sheree said, it looked like he stopped at a Kroger's to go pick up the flowers. I cracked myself up when laughing at that. And that was cool, that's cool. And I feel like that's the kind of person I am. If I'm going on a date, I'm going to take you on my first date. Well, I'm not going to be fake for nobody. And that was how his name is Tai Muhammad, I believe. But yeah, he seems like a cool dude. And then again, Kim gets a call from a promoter or a business owner of a white party that they're having in Atlanta. Kim is kind of stoked that she want to take another messy Candy with her. So, there go Candy again. Let's go on. I don't even want to go into that because Candy, she and her ignorance is just really making me mad here. I want to rehearse before, she goes in to actually do the show. But hey, she sounded a mess then, and she sounded a mess, actually doing an actual show. But I'll talk about that later. Nene and Bryce end up talking. They have a normal mother and son conversation. Bryson had the nerve to tell her she's being too strict, and she was like, me being strict? I'm too strict. I wash your clothes, I cook, I pay the bills, I turn the lights, I make sure that doorbell work, and you talking about I'm being strict? You have the audacity. You just hurt my feelings. And you know what, I kind of agree. And Nene, that talk with her son was pretty good. Phaedra and her mama and Apollo went to the doctors to see the sex of the baby, and I had to take note of this. Phaedra said, "Oh Lord, he has a little wee wee, honey. It needs to grow." You was a nasty somebody. And then the nurse was like, "That's not right." And it wasn't. There was nothing to say, Phaedra. Phaedra and Apollo and Dwight arrived in his average car, I believe it was. And you know what? I don't like them. I really don't. I don't like that clique. Lawrence began to tell the clique that he's with that, he knows Apollo, and Apollo's friend with his friend, and birds of a feather flock together. That he just got out of jail. He spent 6 years in jail. Wow. Next, Phaedra comment about Dwight. She said she cannot sit and listen to Nene I don't know why I keep talking about Candy's performance from thinking about Dwight getting jumped by the girls that's beside her. She is being messy, y'all. Messy. And the one thing I like that Nene and Dwight squashed their beef. I kind of felt Nene. I promise you, I really did from the whole time she was talking. Thumbs up on Nene. So hey. But end up next week, Kim is getting ready for the concert. Candy says Kim acting like she's Lady Gaga, and then she goes to tell Kim that she's not doing no background singing for Kim. And Kim looked like she's lost her best friend when Candy said that. But you know, I kind of feel it. But then, you know, Candy, you might as well. You're not getting nothing from it, so hey. And then LOL at Phaedra's comment about whooping the child. I kind of agree with her. She got points with me. I kind of like that comment from her. Y'all know I don't like Phaedra, and I don't like her appearance and her character and her whatever on the show. But I was laughing at her comment saying that she said if the child looks at her sideways, she's gonna knock the blank out of him. In the meantime, you guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and thank you for watching this review, and stay tuned for next week's review.